Friends, lovers, enemies, and rivals. Welcome to episode 61 of the Great Pendragon campaign. I'm your illustrious host, I'm Eric, and with us we have our brave two companions and our illustrious special guest, Lauren. How are you all doing today?
Very good.
Peachy keen.
Oh, fairly good, I think.
Perfect. Well, sorry about no session last week, but you're probably watching this on YouTube later on, so you're just going to be binging along, and it doesn't matter.
It's a speed bump for you.
Yeah,
The
but thank
week
you.
of our lives happened to people.
Yep. But thank you to everyone who's watching live. All right, so we have some notes from 513 as some events have transpired this past winter. King Lot of Lothian has accused Merlin of stealing away children, maybe up to like 100 or so, all across the north. 100 babies that were apparently shipped up near like Wilderspool, and they were killed or lost at sea or something's happened. And obviously a lot of the northern kings are very upset hearing about these babies being missing and taken, and Arthur has promised to look into it.
Some Pizzagate shit? Is that what this is?
No, this is actually real.
Okay.
Sure.
So hold on. Were they shipping the babies and they're claiming that Merlin took them en route, or it's
No,
like
that Merlin has taken
Merlin
them
took
all.
all the babies?
Merlin
Took
has
all the
taken them
babies.
all.
Yeah,
Okay.
that Merlin
I mean,
has went. Yeah, he is accused.
It's not the first time Merlin's been accused of kidnapping kids.
Yeah.
Kidnapping.
It's
Yeah,
pretty clear that he's
kidnapping.
playing Crusader Kings and like is trying to optimize
Yeah.
the lineages.
30? Like, whose kids? Do we know?
No, these are
Sorry,
all
this isn't-
the.
Can't
These are
Google it or anything.
no. Right now, actually, these are all kings that are not loyal to Arthur.
So it's like all of the royal children.
Yes.
Okay. That's bad. That sounds bad.
It is.
Sounds bad.
When you put it like that, it sounds worse than the normal bad of 100 kidnapped children.
I mean, they can say it, but is it true?
It's fucking Merlin, man. It doesn't even matter if it's
I
true.
mean, there's no way to like claim the veracity of it right here.
It's true.
What law of God or man can you levy against this weird Welsh sorcerer? Like,
Yeah. I'm glad I've never met him.
Well, the point of it is that Lot is enraged, and you should be expecting a fight. But
that's
we have a lot to get through before we get there. We're going to open on Sir Balin and his brother, Sir Balin. I really wish they picked better names, but
no. Don't you dare. We've had 5 Pedrogs.
mm-hmm. Pedrog and Padrog.
You want to time travel and change it.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
working on it.
Pedrog
That's the
and
only way.
Pethrog. It's the only difference is how you pronounce that D.
Pefrog. You and your brother are on an adventure through the lands of Upper Salisbury. I'll take us over to the map and we can refresh.
Do a little horse riding. There
Mm-hmm.
you go.
You and your brother are taking the road past Uppershoot. You're picturing that maybe going to Amesbury this Easter might be a good call. Might get a gig or something. So you're riding through Uppershoot when you arrive late to a scene of a skirmish. Sir Myth is currently battling someone wearing some of the king's colors. Arthur's colors. And you hear the clash of steel on steel, and you hear the cursing of Sir Myth. What do you and your brother do?
First thing you do is you draw the sword.
So
We'll draw the special sword. And Right up. Are they the only two left standing, or are there any other combatants?
No, it's just these two. As you get closer, there are some non-combatants around, and you can see that this is not like a raid or something like that, but perhaps a duel.
Duel that's gone a little crazy, a little sideways.
Well, we'll see. Your brother doesn't like the look of this.
Well, keeping a little bit of a distance, shout at them. Hold!
Sure. They do not reply to you as they proceed to engage and continue their duel. Perhaps give me a recognize roll for the two knights.
Okay, I forget. Where do I find that? Oh, there it is. I don't have anything in recognize.
Roll a d20.
Okay. No.
Congratulations, you have a 9 in recognize.
Hey.
Not bad.
Now test recognize for us.
A failure. I do not
Okay.
recognize. Nope.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. You crawl out for halt, but then perhaps one of the combatants pauses. They turn and look at you, and you see it's a elderly lady, an elderly woman, battle scarred, looks rather haggardly wounded, but will not yield. The other knight, helmed, I guess, with like sort of like that kind of mask that Saxon, what's it called? I keep forgetting the name of it all the time. The one that's that was buried in the
Sudden who?
Yeah, kind of like a sudden who, kind of like, like chain over or something that's masking their face. That's why you couldn't recognize them. Comes back and sort of bears down on them. Clearly, they're going to continue. Do you want to try to intercede? Do you want to wait and see how this plays out, or what?
There are bystanders. I think that I will ride closer to them.
Okay.
Instead, because I want to see how it plays out. I mean, if they're having a legitimate duel, it's not my place to interfere.
Yeah. The knight who has the upper edge right now, clearly younger, very skilled with a sword, has been calling for this knight to yield and just give over the pigs, which the older knight very charitably has been replying, "Suck my whole ass." So
that's not chivalrous
and spitting blood.
all.
Is Sir Myth dueling over pigs? That is such a Myth move. That is such... Every time someone talks about that area of Salisbury, of like these backwoods knights, where we defend them, and then there's Myth.
And she begins to curse this knight for taking arms and the claims of honor of this priest. Or I guess she wouldn't say priest. She would probably say something to the effect of that tonsor tit or something like that. And yeah.
That's what happens when you crit fail your justice roll.
Pretty much. And so this other knight here is unrelentingly battling Sir Myth.
Would ride a bit closer to some of the bystanders and go, "Is this a duel? Is it fair?
Yeah.
Over pigs, did I hear?"
Yeah. I would like to know which side of the duel you're kind of going to, because obviously they kind of have two separate camps here. Like someone else was kind of riding with the knight here, like a lady and her entourage, as well as obviously the sort of like household folk of Uppershoot.
Oh, the lady and her entourage have to make a good, good impression.
Right. Well, she says that my betrothed is fighting for the honor of a priest of Amesbury. This pitiful hedge knight has slandered the the name of Father Marin, who accusing them of a liar for borrowing pigs, but she does not remember.
And your betrothed is?
Oh, it's the greatest swordsman, Sir Lancier.
Sir Lancier. I know that name. Oh. Well, it is clear that Lancier has the upper hand, and it would do no good to let this continue, I think.
So,
what say you, good lady? Should they battle? Should there be death? If one does not yield, even though losing, is it really worth that life?
as long as my husband's okay, it means nothing to me. I just don't know why I don't know why she won't. Why she won't yield. And so like Sir Miff is clearly like grasping their side, but still fighting. They are certainly not doing well, but will refuse to yield. The prince here has been pleading with Sir Miff to yield, and Sir Miff will not. And
they're on foot dueling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sword versus sword.
Okay. Well, I definitely want to ride. I'll ride over to the other side quickly and say, this dispute over pigs, and this is quite unusual. It is obvious that Lancier has certainly... He has the upper hand. His blade is strong. I know. I have fought with on the same side as Lancier before. And
you clearly haven't met Sir Miff.
I know, but why will Sir Miff not yield?
Look at her. She's a boar. She will never yield. It's his. She won't yield, and she utterly refuses to die. And that's always been her strength.
Why we keep her around?
Us Collingborn wood are made of sterner stock, and it's up to the prince to realize his mistake, and that our tenacity would mean that perhaps this was all a mistake to begin with. They're proud. They're proud enough that Miss got him right where he wants her. Wants her. Like this is exactly right.
Shake my head in dismay. Well, it seems like death might find one of them, and it's quite obvious that it might be Sir Miff. I'll ride to a neutral position in between the two. I'm going to watch for a moment longer.
Mm-hmm.
Does it seem like Lancier is going to vanquish?
Yes. And it looks like as though Lancier... should I make an awareness test for you? Yeah. Make an awareness test during the fight.
Success.
Yeah. So you spot that Lancier, he doesn't try. This is almost like an accident in the fight, but ends up leaving Miff on the ground. Or maybe it's just from Miff's own wounds. But Lancier has a deep sense of regret after vanquishing Sir Miff. Why didn't you yield? As he staggers back, right? And kind of making it? Like, why did you make me do this?
I will dismount
And
from my horse,
there's
sheath my sword.
Yeah, and it's pretty intense.
Stride up and say, "Hail, Lancier!
Sorry.
It has been some time."
You?
I, me, Balin, and my brother, Balin. We were traveling through, and it is a shame that your opponent would not yield, despite your obvious skill.
No, it's and he's clearly like flustered and is half like giving you his attention, right? Because he didn't really expect to end up having to do this. And he's like, "Look, God, it was you and I'm sorry." And he's like, I must depart." And he's going to kind of like take his wife and his entourage and kind of return once they came from Amesbury. Unless you do something.
I really want to check on Sir Myth instead.
You want to challenge?
No, I don't want to challenge anyone. I just want to...
Check?
Yeah, I just want to check.
Yeah.
She's still alive?
Yeah, she's breathing, but it's not looking good.
Well, I try to wave over.
Yeah. She has the surgery needed checkbox. And yeah. And so you wave them over, and that's sort of where we'll close for the scene.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Sir Myth is in the danger zone. All right, Gorthrin. You get in a serious argument with your squire, Orbalot, concerning matters of faith. Now, Orbalot is strictly a Roman Christian knight.
Okay.
And I believe it's probably concerning the rose bushes that have returned in bloom. And I want to ask you, what color have the roses taken?
Yeah. What is Orbalot? Is this the I have the handout.
These are the roses that are based on your love.
Right. Yeah, I found the handout for it.
Okay.
But this is the squire we chose. Gosh, I was in 512, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Last year, I think.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Ooh.
Yeah, with your marriage on the up and up, the roses have come back in bloom. But I want to know what color the roses came in. I believe the question would be the origin of the color of the roses, and him saying that they're probably like, a Christian thing, and you're saying probably they're not. But I want to know what color you think they are. For the record, for everyone watching, you have amethyst roses, which are the calmness and poise of spirit. You have black roses, which are consuming love, poise of possession, and singular focus. You have indigo roses, which are an enduring love. You have moss roses, the color of humility and a shy love, barely declaring its admiration. You have orange roses of vigor and vitality, very like carpe diem. Pink roses, which are about affection and just warmth, almost like a tranquil love, almost like by friends. Red roses is love through purified through suffering, love overcoming obstacles. White roses are roses of peace, as well as refusal. I love you not. And then yellow roses, roses of joy and sunlight, but also the pain of misplaced affection, as though your heart would belong to someone else.
Yeah, I'm torn.
The roses don't lie. So what is it?
Yeah, like I'm kind of torn between yellow and orange. I think yellow is really based out of Orthrin's current passions. None of his loves are particularly high, but if we're going pure sort of like using that as a gauge, then he still cares for Ismael and not as much for um, now Gorthon's player can't even remember his wife's name. So
Sweeterin.
Sweeter, yes, thank you. I didn't have it right in front of me. But I also like orange because I feel like it fits with Gorthrin's sort of uh, MO, just sort of like vigorous.
Orphan loves
vital.
with vigor.
Yeah, like
Everything you do
might,
is with vigor.
yeah, like it's sort of like this at the moment we love each other. Let's rejoice in that. We might, lose this moment.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like an orange mood, honestly.
When you talk about it, it sounds orange.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm really, I've put his bastards behind.
Love it. All right, and so your squire knows how these roses used to be red.
Mm-hmm.
They were famously red, and he thinks that this is a miracle. And clearly, there's a discrepancy on the metaphysical origins for the reasons for the coloration changes of your roses. Now, he's also your squire.
Right.
So, does this disagreement, do you let it slide? Do you use this as a teachable moment about pagan virtues? Or do you use this as a use of authority that says, I don't care what you think, squire. You're out of line. Or something else.
I'm trying to find
how is Gorthrin a teaching the next era of knights? Despite barely being old enough to barely call me.
Certainly doesn't seem like I don't know that I have had any significant kind of like interaction. Have we been in battle together?
Yeah.
I haven't, yeah?
Yeah. I believe last year, right?
Okay. Yeah. Man, it's been all right.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
No, not last. Oh, no. Yeah. Battle of Bassus River.
Yeah, the river.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Now it's, yeah. All right. So it's coming back. I think, like, for one, there's no way that Gorthon's about to convince a Roman Christian pagan virtues of such thing. So he's not like trying to convince Orbalot, but I think this is a moment where it's more about like Gorthrin is going to use it as a moment of like you can speak freely within this little box that Gorthrin gives him, right? And the minute like that something this comment or something crosses the line, I think Gorthrin's going to come down pretty hard. It's not like trying to teach so much as like
lead by example.
Right. Yeah. Like, it's not, I just want to like,
So you don't correct him.
Punish him. No, just more just like, you've overstepped your bounds. Think first. You don't know what you're talking
about. Okay.
Because at some point, Gorthrin's going to just be tired of arguing.
No, I mean that makes a lot of sense to me.
Is it rancorous? Or is it just passion?
Oh, it's just passion.
Witnessing a miracle.
Yeah, and that I think somebody, maybe like a gardener or somebody or someone else has described saying like, oh, like the roses are an orange, my lord, and he's like, oh, orange, like I thought they were red before, and they're like, oh, well, I mean they're special roses here, and it's like, oh, you must be blessed by Saint whatever, and right. They're like, no, actually we think it says like, no, pretty sure it's this, kind of thing, and you're like coming over after. Talking to your wife or whatever, right? And you're like hearing this conversation transpire, and it's getting a little heated, but no, there's still plenty of agree to disagree space, that hasn't that you can interject here.
Sure. Yeah. That's what I like.
So Obalot's gonna. Okay. So you're gonna try to diplomatically.
Yeah, I'm not looking to start trouble or escalate anything right now.
Check courteous. For keeping things in line, and
courtesy or
Oh, courtesy. Yeah.
Courtesy.
I said courteous, but I meant courtesy.
Yeah, for a
The
second I was
diplomacy
like,
skill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Awesome. And sorry, Colin's event was not rolled for spring. So we'll see what happens to Gareth later.
Did we hear about this myth duel?
Yeah. We're about to go to Easter.
Okay.
I knew this was an Easter feast thing.
Oh yeah.
This they had juicy.
Mm-hmm. And this is definitely gonna be a feaster. This is some feaster gossip.
Easter gossip.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's not long before Easter. Again, like this is like happening, a couple weeks before Easter, and because of this event, Balin and Balin will be around. Given the circumstances, and Myth, you're actually kind of asked to stick around in Sarum, and so you'll be here for the Easter feast, and Sir Myth will be recovering, so they won't be present. She's gonna be still resting up, having barely survived. It's going to take a lot more than that to kill old Myth. Myth is literally 64.
So that's the high score to beat for Gareth.
Legendary.
Yeah.
It's a William Marshall type situation.
Yeah. So,
I would try to take her pigs.
Yeah. Apparently, Sir Myth borrowed some pigs from Father Marin of Amesbury, and when asked to take them back, she has no recollection of doing it. So, this has been a big old fight over whatever.
Some anarchy shit.
This is some anarchy shit left over. That's what I mean. It dies hard. Old habits die hard,
and it already feels out of place.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like in the anarchy, it'd be like, yeah, let's go kill someone over a pig.
Yeah, wait, somebody attacked.
We need that pig.
Yeah. And exactly. And now that the times they are a changing, it strikes a different chord. Just night shit doesn't.
Is Myth calling for anybody to? Like, is there any calls for retaliation?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Myth. Mostly because Myth has been promising to take care of this shit personally, right? So let's talk about Easter. Again, the big talks besides Myth's thing is the baby's missing. Apparently Arthur has been he's hanging up in Leicester, which is sort of the middle of the country of England, kind of near St. Albans. He's also apparently because everyone talks about King Arthur, right? Like that's sort of the gossip that you get. Apparently he's been having weird nightmares. And everyone's discussing and trying to figure out why. But Merlin's also
Do they say what the nightmares are about?
Yeah. He keeps dreaming about monsters rising out of the ground, and like at night he like stays up and like is slaying them all. Describing griffins and serpents attacking all over England and him slaying them.
Young age to lose one's mind. A shame.
Indeed. So, let's get to it. Feast time.
Oh yeah.
And it proves his righteousness to be king. He dreams of the land.
King is the land is the king.
Good omen to have a king who's prophetic dreams.
Now, this will be a 3-round feast. Now, Lauren, I think this will be the first feast you've been on, right?
It will be, yes.
Nice. Okay. Are you familiar a little bit with how the Song and Dance is had?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So you're going to be testing your appearance to see where you sit in the salt. And same goes for you all, unless you want to roll your fashion checks.
I have Ethelherd,
Yep.
who's still learning that fashion. Ooh,
Hey.
Ethelherd's doing well. So that's a +1 to appearance, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Still, I still fucked up.
Cool.
That's good. That's good. Below the salt, I can draw cards.
You are below the salt, so
Well, we're gonna have to.
Oh wait, is the martial veto always bump me up, or is it
it bumps you to near the salt.
to near the salt? Okay.
But it makes sense that you're everyone at Winterborn, or not just Winterborn, but I guess like the entire Born is a little
Acewin is sitting with me.
oh yeah.
Passes.
All right, so valid to not come through this year with fashion, but I still spent money on jewelry. We'll see how that goes. Oh,
Also below the
well,
salt.
two very disastrous fashion folk laws almost averted, but those are 2 failures for Gorthrin. Listen, the court is run this country dry. There's no more velour, velvet, there's no more anything. Can't find anything anymore. Except to wear last year's duds.
Embarrassing.
You get to see Gareth wearing his tunic backwards and shit. Just like you have to wear last year's studs. I have new clothes because I passed the fashion roll. And I'm just wearing them terribly.
Ugh.
All right.
This is the APP at the top of the sheet, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey.
Close to a
Wow,
crit.
nice.
That's so close.
Oh,
Only Gorthrin.
We all have those feasts sometimes.
Awesome. All right, so Gareth, with the amount of glory you have, you'll be doing the first thing.
I'm gonna draw some cards.
You're gonna draw some cards.
It's been so long. How many do I even draw? I'm at 10,000. I think it's 4 still.
I think it's 4. I think it goes up. I think the next one is at 16.
16, yeah.
It's like
So
4, 8, 16.
that's fine by me. I'll do
Where are
4
we
cards.
feasting?
It's arm,
It's arm.
I assume.
Okay.
All right. No postcards.
Hey.
All right, let's see. More food. Also more food. A lady's favor. A lady flirts.
I mean, a lady needs a knight to challenge another knight to a contest of honor seems pretty obvious.
You say that. I think
And
I'm
a
going
lady.
with that one.
A lady flirts.
Flirts. Let me look at that skill. That's a flirting skill. That's absolutely not. No.
Hard no.
Gareth has never been good at flirting.
Oh, I don't even have us over on the right screen for you.
Wait, is he good
Yeah.
at flirting?
There we go.
Yeah, no, I have 3. I don't know how I got Elaine or Angarod.
So, I mean, obviously this is about Sir Myth, right?
Yeah.
And that
That makes sense.
I'm open to other interpretations, but I think the big talk here is especially with you drawing it, is, hey, as the leader of the Born, one of your own was, given the circumstances of the duel.
Yeah.
Like what part of it is the
Because like
you're like talking up their honor, right?
let's be honest, like this is what Myth does. I don't think we're that put out by the fact that Myth refused to yield and kind of embarrassed herself in front of this Irish knight.
No.
At the same time, it isn't something that like we can just let pass because Myth is technically our friend. So it kind of makes sense that like the challenge here. Wait, is Lancier here? I don't know, even if he's attending. Okay. I think the challenge here is non-combat because it's like that wouldn't be commiserate to the perceived slight. Like we have to like do a little something to show Myth that we give a shit. we're not gonna fight because it's Myth. Like Myth did this. That's fine.
So are you orating this story of trying to?
No, I think I'm a natural singer, if I recall. Let me just double check. Yeah, I got 12 at singing. Us, the Winterborn Gunnets, have naturally good voices.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think Sir Gareth sings a thinly veiled, insulting song about Sir Lancier called The Brewer and the Bear, the lyrics of which I have written.
Oh my god.
I should roll first.
Yeah.
Singing. I would get my +1 from geniality.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck it up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, Lancier also fucks it up.
Ty,
So-
the ladies.
Yeah.
The ladies laugh and leave, chatting. +1 geniality. Look at that.
Myth's gonna myth.
Yeah. Would you like to hear the lyrics? To
Absolutely.
The Bear and the Brewer. I don't know what heraldic thing he's got going on, but the Bear and the Brewer were slumbering by the hedgerow when who should pass by, but the lackless lady Millstone, who is so full lovelorn, and what did she bring? Why, a pair of horns. A pair of horns, a pair of horns. Did the Bear or the Brewer get the pair of horns? Now the Bear was the first of the two to wake, and thought it best for his thirst to slake. And there being no brook nor puddle to drink, the Bear thought for his own piss to drink. His piss to drink, his piss to drink, the wild witless Bear had his piss to drink. The Brewer was next, already sopping wet, but never once a worry in his head did set. To get watered down might make another man groan, but the Brewer thought the urine was his own. Thought it was his own, thought it was his own. The Brewer thought the piss he wore was his own.
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
That was incredible.
Thank you.
That seems very apropos. All right. Gorthrin.
Alright.
Do you have to do... Yep.
Hey, he's always best behavior. Fine. All right. I didn't want to sit at the table anyway.
Yeah. Does that mean you're allowed to draw cards?
He just doesn't get geniality. And I don't think it's at a threshold. I think his glory is still at a below the salt is like he's a big man below the salt.
It's
Working
true.
his dad's old territory.
Traditional Cholderton territory.
Right. Traditional shoulders and turns to be the big fish below the salt.
You can
Right.
tell because all of the seats are very bowed from all the giant Cholderton knights who sit there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna draw. Oh, I think I have a host.
Ooh, goblet.
Yeah, so
Host.
the other one.
A hunt.
Of course.
All right.
Oh God. Gareth
Oh,
is so annoyed by
So
this.
obviously, Earl Rolfus has been so like moved by this and thinks about like the hunters that are over up in Winterborn Gunnet and thinks about you and your famed love of hunting. That I think we're gonna hunt. Maybe there's like a reward or something for someone to hunt the most tenacious boar of the upper Collingsbourne woods or whatever, like something that would honor Myth or something like that. Something apropos.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ooh.
A hunt in honor of Myth.
Yeah. Anyone who agrees to join the hunt receives a check for falconry or hunting, but a character may decline this offer but suffers -3 geniality.
I am not declining, but not because I want to go hunting.
Everyone wants to know whether you're going hunting because you and hunting are water and wine.
Yeah. Yeah, Gareth is like, you know what? Maybe I'll do falconry. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do falconry instead.
Try it.
Like I'm not going on the hunt. I'll be in the back with the birds.
Love it.
I will go on the hunt. It seems like a Sir Balin thing to do. Impetuous. Yes! Like jumping up right away.
Hunt.
Eager. Hunting,
Hunt.
yes.
Hunt.
It's like,
Oh,
Get
yeah.
outside.
not now. After the feast.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just very excited to just.
I'll bring my
Yes, okay.
dogs.
Awesome. So then after this, we'll resolve a hunt.
Yep.
Nice.
And I get one geniality.
All right. Lauren.
Okay. How many do I draw?
2.
Wait, what is the food? Eric.
Slipping.
You almost got through a full roasted salmon wine sauce. Sounds
Ooh.
awesome.
Okay.
Mmm.
He dressed in its feathers.
When is that
And
guy
then-
on tasting his? When is that guy in tasting history going to do these?
Roasted salmon, amazing. Peacock, great. Dessert is turnips baked with cheese.
Classic peasant food.
I
Yeah.
like turnips. I like cheese.
I do like both of those things.
Is it like? I mean, not turnips. If it was
I'm
like
thinking like
beets,
candied apples,
Yeah.
honestly. Like just on a steak, just with cheese.
They wish they had candied apples for.
apples. Oh,
This is
God.
the best they could do. Turnips with baked cheese. Oh my god.
It's what Christ would have wanted on his risen day.
You can choose some of that beeswax for some of the honey taste. Many families pass around the same beeswax for many generations.
Ugh.
This is your grandfather's beeswax. Still got a hint of honey in there. You chew long enough.
How many mouths has it been in?
It's let it dry out, but after the gaffer's had his go, he's a bit gummy these days.
All right, Balin. If you hit Z, they zoom in so you can read them.
Oh, that would be more helpful.
So the first one's fairy tales. Several ladies ask you to tell them something about fairies. Or the second one is more food, which makes everybody test indulgent.
Hey now.
Oh,
Cheesy
I think-
turnip slap.
I think more food. Balin would be. He doesn't know much about fairies, but indulgence, food. Yeah, I can see that.
That
Hey.
wine sauce.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but turnips and cheese. It's exciting. It's different. It's not. It's got
Right.
cheese. Balin likes cheese, so yes.
All players. Temperate versus indulgent.
Oh shit. My temperate's pretty high. I think I'm good. All right, success there. Oh, tie.
Oh,
We push this. And then just nothing happens. I think we've established that.
yeah. I mean, if you fail this, you miss the next round. So no. Yeah, that doesn't seem right that you would fail. I think nothing happens for you.
Because it isn't a failure, but it's also not a success.
Exactly.
Just for fun. I'm gonna
Perhaps
roll
you're
for ace,
distracted. I think maybe you're actually taken away while this is happening for like some sort of like official business, marshaling stuff, and that's why, right? So
Okay.
it's just you didn't have a chance.
I think Acewin is fasting.
Failed indulgent.
Guys, carbo loading for the hunt. He's like, there's that one time I ate a whole. It was a chicken eating contest.
If indulgent wins, you must make a con check.
So I failed both of them.
Oh, nothing happens.
I feel like I've looked this up before, but like nothing happens is such a bad mechanical output for a system to have.
for success. Yeah, I mean, it makes
I have
sense
the
though
same-
for success of a tie of it being like neither gains the upper head. It's a draw, but failure versus failure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like something should happen.
Yeah, I had the same problem with Genesis. The Fantasy Flight one does the same thing. If you get all things canceled out, it's like, all right, nothing happens. That's a really boring game
Sure.
state.
Right.
That's
Yeah, I didn't see the card, but
Hmm.
if there's some more food, gotta hunt tomorrow.
Well, there's more food coming out, so let's see what extra food comes out. This will be the first result. Roast heron. The surprise guest.
Ooh.
Roast
lot
heron.
of roasted
Love
stuff.
roast heron.
I'm a fan
Oh my
of the
God.
roasting.
Okay. Does that influence whether or not?
And eel. Man.
Yeah, I mean, like neither wins.
Yeah.
I don't think anything. I mean, nothing happens sucks, but I think nothing happens.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I am curious.
We'll
'cause
worry about it
I
for
feel like
the future.
Yeah.
Remember this before, but it always
13.
All right. It's okay. We still got way more cards to get through.
Okay.
Gareth, I know you're looking stuff up, but it will also be your draw, my friend.
Okay,
You've
I found it, but it's not operative to what we're doing. So. All right, let's see. No, I don't see. Is that a host card? No, that is not. No host cards. I've been lucking out on these. All right.
all right.
Gossip. Keep this card and then use it for +10. That'd realistically be the last round of the feast. Chance encounter. Beautiful lady passes by and whispers in your ear. Chase versus lustful. That would be very easy. My chase is pretty high these days. About things real. Lady asks if you believe in fairies and spirits. I'm not pronouncing that.
May the trickle of capitalism
Welsh word for gaming.
drown us all in its golden showers.
Yeah.
Golden shower. Shower us,
Hmm.
capitalism.
Let's see what my gaming skill is. I don't think it's super high. Yeah, it's 3. I'm tempted for gossip or chance encounter. I think there is something interesting in like the off chance that I fail. Like 48-year-old Gareth going off to get some in the middle of the feast. That's a more young man's thing that he used to do. So that could be interesting. I can't decide. So evens, it is going to be the lady. Odds. Okay, so I'm taking gossip.
Okay.
So I roll intrigue, which I'm probably going to pass because I'm just amazing. Definitely not tempting
renowned for
fate.
it.
I crit. You're welcome.
Wow.
There's no crit effect. The one card. Fine. It's fine.
Gossip the shit out of that.
Yeah.
I imagine. Is there something particularly this year that I've mentioned that is of contextual relevance? Relevance.
Merlin. Like fucking Merlin. What's going on there?
Oh yeah. Merlin definitely did this with the kids. And you know why? I'm interested in knowing how you find out how, but
Oh, so this is not a gossip
Arthur.
check. This is to get a bonus to my a skill.
Arthur. Sure. Oh.
Okay.
So
Oh no, I guess you overhear some interesting conversation. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
you hear that every child that was picked here was born on May Day.
Okay. Weird.
Very weird.
To do with elves. That feels like an elf thing to do. Is he doing politics with the elves? Merlin, man. Things ever easy with that guy.
He dabbles in far too many things. It's hard to
Yeah.
discern his mind.
This is definitely political in nature.
Okay. Cool. That's me.
Erwin.
Let's see. No host guard. Let's see what I got. Mistaken identity. The knight mistakes you for another. He praises you for deeds you did not commit. Modest versus deceitful. Interesting. Modest versus deceitful. And then, may we dance? Lady asks for dance. Now,
You crit your dancing last year.
I often get dancing crits. It surprises me. I just like the idea of a modest versus deceit. Like, I don't know. I kind of like mistaken identity.
Who do you think you're mistaken for? Your dad? Like I'm trying to think of. You're a giant mountain of a man. Like who is?
Yeah. It could be one of those, like, you know.
Who are you? Yeah.
Someone's like, wow, the stories don't do you justice. Kind of.
Are you? Yeah. Is there somebody that would be? Yeah. Like I'm just trying to figure out who someone would think you like who you could be. Well,
I'm thinking of that, or sort of like a tail grown, like, you know, tail grown in the telling. You know, it's like, oh, that's me you're talking about, but that's not how it went, kind of moment.
yeah, I think it's probably about your smite.
Yeah.
Which I built.
The horse was fine. Let's see. Was that modest versus deceitful? Because both of those are rather low, and I want to see which one wins out.
Oh yeah.
Modest.
All
right.
Modest wins.
Now we know. All right. So what does that mean?
So you wins. Roll courtesy.
Oh, okay. And then get my bonus to this. A 1 that I've got. Oh no, fails the courtesy.
Sometimes that happens.
Sometimes that happens.
I've been muted this whole time, huh?
Indeed.
Oh yeah.
You missed some great color commentary.
You were talking to Sir Clidno, who's the
Clidno the Honest. I remember that guy.
Okay. So I can see this one. Impressed by my humble grace. Gordon's not humble. So he might be like, no. You don't understand. And in the retelling is somehow more braggadocious than the legend. That.
So, sometimes it happens. Yep.
Sometimes that happens. Very good.
Gotta ask. We have to tweet at Prude, ask for what Clidno thinks.
Right.
But yeah, I just randomly rolled him. That's awesome. Okay. Cool. Following which, we go to Sir Balin, who has already gotten 1 point of geniality for being above the salt. Or sorry, near the salt.
2 more?
Mm-hmm. With 3 players burn through this deck.
Yeah, especially because we don't shuffle anything into it.
No, I shuffle it. I recall and shuffle every time. I'm very diligent about it.
Then what are all these?
Aren't That's the stuff that's been pulled. These are all the cards pulled so far. I mean, at the start of each feast, I recall and shuffle everything. I don't.
Oh. Yeah, no, I meant we don't put them back.
Oh,
in
yeah,
between
with
pulls.
replacements.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No. We got a generous night. Ask you about a circumstance at home. I mean, that would be. You are an ordinary knight, considering
Yes.
you are basically a mercenary.
Mm-hmm.
Barely in the good graces of Arthur, like barely.
Barely. Trying to be better, but
Yeah.
there are not
Isn't the other
opportunities.
one a postcard?
Oh, I didn't see the other one yet. I wasn't zoomed in enough. An
Yeah.
ideal wife.
Yeah.
The host or your lord, if present, introduces you to an eligible lady he thinks would make an ideal wife. Sir Balin. Ballin.
Oh.
We get to roll on the random marriage table.
We should do that.
Would you mind rolling? We have to go over to winter phase. Would you
Okay.
mind rolling a d20 and adding 5 to it?
Yeah.
20 plus 5. 25.
Oh my god!
What?
Your luck when you show up for 1 or 2 sessions and just throwing out these crits and these
That's what I bring to Eric. Eric
Uh-huh.
when Eric's running a game, I just
Fascinating.
bring this
Alright.
magic. Okay.
heiress of
With your
vassal.
glory, combined with a roll of 25, that bumps you to heiress of wealthy vassal knight, worthy of 2 manors. Holy hell! All right.
I'm back up in the world.
Yeah,
Mm-mm-mm.
that's like a
I don't
peer
think
of Gareth and Gorthrin.
Yeah,
right? 'Cause
you
we
literally-
are wealthy vassal knights.
1,000,000%. Now I have to just determine which ones they are.
What's that on?
I mean, on one hand, one of them, okay, let me ask you how you feel about this. I didn't roll this, but I want to ask you how you feel about it. What if Sir Myth passes away and Sir Balin inherits it? Is that overriding? Is that too much?
That
Too
would
much what?
very much change the timbre of this feast, I think. If we find out that Myth has died.
Yeah. I'm not ready for that. All right, I rolled Wilsford and Tillshead. Found Wilsford.
Tillshead.
All the way there.
Tillshead. That's one of the fortified towns, right?
Ooh.
That's like I remember this from like the 485 prep I
Yeah.
did back when I ran it. I think there's a banneret who runs Tillshead and a couple of others.
So it must be obviously that family.
Are we sure it's not Clydno's family?
No, because Clydno. Well, let me just
Or are they
double
from
check.
Vagon?
I think they're
Vagon?
Vagon.
Okay.
Because
But it's one of the
they're
one
the
of,
old
like,
Marshal of Elad. So that would
Yeah.
be Vagon. Where's Vagon? Down south. There it
Yeah,
is.
Vagon's down south. Okay, so it's not
Yeah.
Tillshead.
Earl's trying to install someone who's loyal.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
maybe this person died last year in the war, right?
That makes sense.
And now there's a wealthy widow, and oh boy, and I think whoa, okay, yeah, maybe old Rufus sees potential in you, considering Sir Balin, the knight with 2 swords. It is no place for a knight of such your stature to go without land, and may this cure your pernicious sense of adventure.
Oh, I am quite honored. There may still be adventures to be had. There are still battles to fight on Arthur's behalf, but I would be most pleased, and I am humbled by this, and I accept wholeheartedly.
Hey. Did you look it up?
Sir Amig. Sir Amig was the one who ran. He was the Castellan of Tilshead. That's who I remember. Yeah. He's long dead, so it'd be his offspring, whoever they were.
He's been dead for a while, so yeah, it has to be his child. I'd have to look those up. Lord Aura. You marrying? Yeah, Lord I literally cannot pronounce this. Aroel?
Orael.
Orael is 39 with long hair. They have a selfish trait of 20.
Nice.
Idealistic but suspicious. They have a selfish of 20. Their passion, hospitality is 11. The heraldry is 12. Pagan 13. So, yeah, probably not a good match. but
with that dowry.
Yeah.
Oh. Perhaps it could be. I don't know, perhaps you'll learn to appreciate each other.
If there's time.
How do you think your brother takes the news? Right? You two have been like ride or die. And here you are getting all this credit. Is this gonna be is this like the farewell of you and your bro?
I think it'll create some tension. I think that he still wants to ride an adventure, and if I am taking some time from the road, if I'm gonna settle down and tend to some manners, he's going to be upset. He's gonna he wants to adventure.
He hides it. He hides it under flowered language and prose of, it's so awesome that it happened this to you, it's I'm so glad, my older brother gets this, like I couldn't be more happy for you, man. Because like if I got it, I mean, I'm too adventurous. It would never fit for me,
Now, brother.
Marrying this person.
Well, there'll be your time of adventure is well and good, but if we want to serve Arthur, it's best to look after the land. We all have our time, and yours will be there as well.
We serve Arthur by serving ourselves. That's how I roll.
I used to believe in that as well. I used to hold that.
Oh, come on. Now that you're betrothed, you're going to turn over a new leaf?
There's still time for adventure, brother. Can't stay home all the time.
Can't keep both those swords sheathed. Yeah, with Lot coming down, I mean, listen.
It will still be time for battles, brother.
I'm a hunting horns away.
I'll
be visiting you every Easter.
Oh, you will always be welcome. I will lavish you with food and the best of accommodations. Fear not. And we shall find ourselves together on the battlefield once more, I am sure. Do not worry. Adventure shall still find both of us.
Nice. Awesome. I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
Yeah. Nothing at all. No curses, no nothing. No.
Nothing.
No.
Why would there be?
That's so cool. All right.
Third.
I love that.
Third round.
Yep. Back to the fists. So that's an additional 2 geniality for that one.
Right.
That was incredible. What a great card for you to draw.
Yeah, they figured it would be fun too, and had to act on it.
Yeah, and then look what you rolled.
I know.
You always roll crits.
More food. Alone. Lost love.
Anirian?
Young braggarts. Ooh. All of these are good. Young braggarts.
I envy you.
Gareth
These
is very much trying to be modest, and in fact, he is these days very modest. 16.5 is modest versus proud. So, not young braggarts. Yeah, merciful versus cruel for lost love. That interests me because my merciful cruel 10-10. This is the one that has been like ping ponging back and forth during the anarchy. I legitimately got it like 14 cruel. It was rough.
Yeah, I remember this. Like this isn't from a lack of trying. This has just been a significant test for Gareth.
Just saying it out loud, I think I got to go with lost love. A weeping knight bemoans his lost love because I know exactly what he'll say in either case. So let's flip the coin. I don't get geniality bonus to this. Uh-oh.
Oh. All right. I looked up what a tie for failure means. And what it means is that a tie in King Arthur means that the situation is temporarily unresolved, although time passes while the combatants contend with one another. Continue with the resolution during the next round as normal.
Whoa. I have the card. Gossip. Oh, no, I don't think it applies to traits. I think it's only skills.
It is a skill.
Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't apply to wasted card. Damn it. All right, so essentially it pushes.
So it's unresolved.
Yeah, Gareth doesn't say anything. Gareth is saying a lot of things in his own head, but he can't decide which one to say. Like, I have lost more loves than you have experienced in your young life, you little shit.
Yeah, like imagine. Exactly.
Like, I know the pain of lost love, and even my last one was as painful as my first one, so I understand. Those are the two things. It's like... So yeah, Gareth not knowing what to say, Gareth says nothing.
Yeah, and like there's probably that there's this you're almost being too overly thoughtful, and before like some good plucky guy grabs him by the hand over his arm, like, come on, let's just get snug and drunk and like just forget about it, and by the point you're like ready to go.
Yep. Yeah, and I think my spouse is like, what were you going to say? I guess like, it's not important anymore. Dramatic irony.
Oh, so good.
Got two here. Passing praise. The hostess of the feast passes by and comments on your looks. That would be appearance. Or a test of strength. The knight boasts about his strength, challenging you to an arm wrestling match. Opposed strength. Chance to win some glory.
Is this Balin? Is this Balin challenging you? Let's be honest.
I kind of like an arm wrestling match.
Yeah.
The test of strength.
You're feeling. Is it you or your brother, Lauren?
I think it's my brother trying. This is his way of,
he's overcompensating after his pro got.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can be this mounted arm wrestling.
He wants to win. He wants to win some glory somehow. He needs some attention. He's feeling a little needy.
Dude, I'm so happy for you. I'm like so happy. I'm like so happy. I'm gonna have a drink, like 2 or 3, like 4 or 5 drinks, and arm wrestle the biggest guy in here. That's how happy I am for you.
I know
So
I just love adventuring, man. It's my favorite. I don't want to be tied down.
He's about to get his arm broken, but I'm not gonna stop him.
I love this. Yeah. Would you mind rolling for your brother?
Oh, not
because you two are equal in mind and spirit. So just roll your stats.
Okay.
But obviously this is Balin, not Balin.
So just doing a strength?
Yeah.
Oh, wrong kind of 20.
Ooh, man.
Ooh, double fumble.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's...
Literally a double fumble.
Are you both too inebriated?
Yeah.
I think that's probably what would happen. Is that they both
and flip the table.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my
We're on
god.
the end.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Right on the edge.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Obviously. Yeah, like literally the table breaks. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like it's so tense. The rattling, like everyone's cups and plates and stuff are there, and like the actual wood gives way.
Both Gareth and Aeswin like can pick their plate and goblets
Like,
up at
Jesus.
the same time. We've been here before. We know what happens when Gorthrid gets a little.
Oh my god. Yeah, and then yeah, and when it breaks, the table flips. Yeah. Oh my god.
Mm.
And honestly, like
geniality.
everyone just like kind of laughs and like they're not. It's not even that tense anymore.
Oh, good.
This has been a rowdy
It's been a really
Easter.
rowdy.
This is a rowdy
Yeah.
Easter. I like it.
It's like someone came up in our neighborhood and rustled some feathers and brought out all the backcountry in us.
Mhm.
You can take the boys out of the anarchy, but you can't take the anarchy out of the boys.
Let's go hunting.
Yeah, and that's yeah.
Right.
So we got to roll that at the end, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Don't worry, you can test falconry. I love it. All right, Balin, I believe it's up to you.
Okay. 2 more or 3 more or
2 more.
2 more? Like that. Great deed.
Deeds. Look at that.
Well, you have a lot to talk about from the battle last year.
Oh,
Not to
yes.
mention, how the hell you impressed the Earl so much, right?
Mhm.
That's probably it. Like, why? How did this happen?
Yeah, that's better than
Or gossip.
gossip.
Yeah, no,
Nah.
great deeds for sure.
Great deeds. That's what Balin is about.
Do you
He's
have a
all about
modest and
great
proud? Do you have a modest and proud?
Should. Yeah, modest 17, proud 3.
Ah,
All right, roll both of them. See what happens. Mm-hmm.
that's impossible to beat. Unless it crits.
Crit.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope. No crit. All right, you are modest.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 2 swords. I'm not the knight of 3 swords.
So
No, the battle was definitely hard fought, but my companions helped see me through. My brother and my uncle and Gareth and Gorthrin.
I love you, bro.
Just cleaning mashed potatoes off each other.
We all rode together, and it was, without them, we could not have battled. Definitely all of us together for the kingdom.
Aw. Your humility pleases the knights. Granting you 5 glory. Probably your neighbors.
Your new neighbors.
Yeah.
The neighbors you didn't have at the start of this feast.
Got to make a good impression on the new neighbors.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they're all going over, being like, "Hey, buddy,
That your brother?
so you're
down
coming to the neighborhood, huh?"
It's my younger brother.
He's drunkenly stumbling with Gorther and trying to stand up,
Right.
covered in eel pastries.
there? Uh-huh.
My uncle used to have an Alaskan Malamute that was legitimately tall enough to like eat a turkey off of a fridge, and we had a corgi, which is small enough to fit under a fridge. And the two would play fight, and let me tell you, the corgi literally would just stand underneath the husky, and the husky couldn't deal with that. And I'm imagining that's more or less the dynamic we're getting here with Balin and giant fucking Gorthrin.
Ducks and weaves under the arm.
Yeah.
And still.
Where'd
Like
you
an
go?
yep.
Where'd you go? Where'd you
Like
go?
an AT-AT.
Love it.
Brilliant. Awesome. I think that will conclude our feast.
Satisfying feat, certainly.
It's my favorite part of the game. Feast Simulator. Can't wait for 6th edition. Add more feasts.
Mm-hmm. All right. Each coin is worth 10 glory, and then the points on the top left of your card are also worth glory. What are the calculations?
I didn't. This is not
I
a
got
great
10.
feast for me. 50. I got 5.
Yeah. It's been a while since a good feast.
Mhm.
Not one for Gorthrin.
I am at 11,992. So close. So close. So close.
Sometimes.
Oh, hunt resolution.
Mm-hmm.
So, falconry. Nah. I go home covered in falcon bites.
Yeah.
Is your falcon a male or a female?
It was angry.
Well, no. If it's a male, it might try to mate with your hat.
I'm not sure I could tell the difference. It was a flurry of claws and feathers.
Just the casual water sip. Just critting the hunt check.
There it
The
is.
casual
Yeah.
water sip. It's like, yeah. I mean, did you expect anything else? Like, did you honestly? Obviously, Jim, you come back. Gorthrin comes back with like the biggest boar that everyone is just like, what the fuck, dude?
Wasn't even that hard to find.
I mean, given the circumstances, give yourself 50 glory. Given the intensity of this feast and how everything riding on it. God.
Yeah,
amazing.
You made as
saw that
much glory
beast,
with
all I
that
could
one
think of was
fucking boar as I did
Smith.
the whole feast.
All my life, Smith. Long as I can remember.
God.
Very good.
Good old feasts.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about summer.
Yeah.
Messengers reach Arthur saying that King Royns of North Wales, aka most of Ireland too, says that King Royns has overcome the 11 other kings of Ireland, has taken their beards, and now demands Arthur's.
Joke's on him. Our king is beardless because
Yep.
he's so young.
And that's kind of the joke on that, because Royns can't, because Arthur really can't grow a beard, he has to fight. He just wants to fight Arthur.
Yeah.
Royns has a brother by the name of King Nero, who's also allied with King Lot. And so you're going to be looking at two wars, two this year.
Oof.
To make it even worse, Merlin is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, I mean, why would he be? Just something important. Doesn't have to do with weird Welsh magic.
Yep.
He has 100 children to feed now. He can't be expected to
He's
just
the
show
new
up when
dad.
you need him.
New dad. So.
All right.
This is my father, and this is the weird Welshman who raised me.
Well, there is going to be a slight twist of fate before our first battle. And that is that Merlin comes disguised to Sir Balin and Sir Balin. Sir Balin and Sir Balin. And gives you a pro gamer move. Apparently, King Vroins loves or has a love that they want to visit and visits every night. Someone by the name of the Lady Devance. And apparently, with Merlin's help and a little bit of a push, you think you might be able to stage a kidnapping and capture this king before the battle. Now, I think your brother is going to absolutely push you to do this and say, what better way to pay for your wedding gift?
Well, if Merlin can go around kidnapping 100, we could kidnap one, and not a child, because that is just weird. But to prevent a war, to save lives, and Arthur would certainly look kindly on it.
Look, Alan, you've completely changed now that you have a home and a wife. You're all just talking about the future and stability. Come on, think of the ducats.
I just want Arthur would reward us greatly, and that's always been our goal to get that. Yes.
Librum.
Yes, I'm gonna need that.
There's a reason why they call it a king's ransom, bro.
We will do this. Yes, we must. There's still time for adventure.
But we're gonna need some help.
Oh, well, you need help. Well, we know some good and noble knights who would help us.
King Vroins, he's basically a giant. And if we're gonna capture a giant, we're gonna need a giant.
We know a giant. You know a giant quite well now, do you not?
Indeed. As great minds.
Yes.
Think like mine. Yeah, let's go.
Yes, we need Gorthrin's size and strength.
Yeah. Gorthrin, you're getting recruited. Sorry, I cut you off, Lauren. I got excited.
That's okay.
So, the two brothers come over to you, Gorthrin. Imagine this as sort of, you've been marching north. You're sort of in like the army camp phase, right? Maybe let's say maybe a week or so before the battle, right? Or maybe let's say even 3 days or so before the battle. So things are getting tense. You've scouted the other army. It's kind of this any sort of this tense time in the camps here, and then lo and behold, these two brothers, as part of the host from Arthur, come over to you and telling you about their zany plan.
Merlin.
He shows up when not expected. If he won't help with the battle, but hey, it's a good idea.
It's his way of helping, I think.
Yes.
Good. Find some others. I know a few.
We could use Sir Gareth. Wisdom. That would definitely benefit us. And I think the four of us certainly would be well matched to take on this great adventure. I won't have as much time for adventure. Maybe that's not such a good thing. So we must go on this one.
Well, yes, if this is your last, then certainly, yes.
Well,
that's fine. You have the others.
Yes. So now we need Sir Gareth to come with us. A daring plan.
Yeah, what do you say? He's the mastermind.
I'm 48 years old, and I'm the Marshal of Salisbury. What happens if I die out there? Wrestling with a giant?
You won't die. No, never.
A hard fall could kill me at this age.
You're not coming.
Come on. You're made of this shoot stuff? I mean, if Sir Myth can survive this for so long, you're also made of some stuff. Whatever's in that water.
Gareth is really weighing that, the duty as marshal. That is the thing that's holding him back.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna roll.
For sure.
What would this be?
Not Love of Duty?
Loyalty Lord, you mean?
Sorry.
Yeah. And it's high, so I don't know that yeah. Gareth says days are long past. If I can ride off like that. Take Aeswin. I've taught her all I know of the sword. She has a good head on her shoulders, and to be honest, she needs to occasionally leave her wife's bed.
Fair
All
enough.
right.
Let's go next anyway. Yes. Well then.
Freaking awesome.
Aeswin's like, oh, I can't wait to tell my wife about this adventure we're going on.
Don't say anything
Don't
yet.
say
We
anything.
need to go
Don't
on
say
the
anything.
adventure.
I would
Don't
never
tell-
hide
please don't-
something
please
from
don't
my...
tell your wife.
Fine. I will tell her eventually, though.
Eventually,
Oh, after the deed is
after
done, you
the
can
deed
tell
is
her all about it. But until then,
This is the first time I'm going to play Aeswin just by herself.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So, obviously, we will cut to sort of this roadside ambush, probably near a bridge of some sort. Lots of heavy blues, lots of thick woods, tall grass, and the pounding hooves of a horse coming by. Yeah, like a giant of a man riding, whistling a small, an Irish tune, a Pictish little song about his love, right? As he's going over to visit the Lady of the Vance, sneaking out from his own camp. This is your chance. Who wants to spring the ambush?
It's Balin's plan. So,
Hmm.
Knight of Two Swords.
Do you hesitate?
yes.
Because your brother doesn't hesitate.
No, I am still impetuous enough that I think we both, because we're brothers, we both leap out at the same time.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if it's a free for all, let go.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So you all are going to be fighting this giant, the four of you. So good luck.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Thanks.
he's all armed it up, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, roll initiative.
Right. Well, he's gonna have to split his attacks, right? So
Yeah, four
you
different
all.
ways.
Mm-hmm. So you all got that on him.
Are we mounted as well? So this is a sword fight, but we are. or is it-
Yeah. Let me ask you. Are you mounted for this ambush or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, we would be, because if he's on horse, and
I mean, we're 3 days
falcons.
from war. That means we can't be that far from the enemy. Like,
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
not going out without horse and armor.
That's
Mhm.
true.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But I wouldn't do lance.
They're not an actual mythical giant, although maybe like half giant. Kind of like this man's bigger than Gorthrin, right? So yes,
Big boy.
Mhm.
this is one of the first people you've met bigger than you, with flaming locks of auburn hair.
Magnificent.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I'm going to tap.
I was waiting for
Passion.
Gareth to go first in terms of glory, but
That's not the case. I think you
That's the case.
have
Okay.
Aeswin beat. I'm only at 3,800.
okay.
All right. Well,
54 for me.
I would like you all to roll valor.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. Their size is 25.
Size 25.
Yeah.
It's like a horse.
Yep.
It's like a horse.
Exactly.
This poor beast has to ride on. This these poor Irish ponies.
Well, we're
Mhm.
committed to the plan now.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
No turning back.
yeah. No turning back.
Love it.
Yellow.
Okay.
We roll sword.
We roll swords. I imagine it's sort of like two the brothers come out front to stop him, right? And then you two come out from behind.
Oh,
All right, he's gonna have to split this 4 ways, and he's not gonna split this 4 ways. He's gonna have to do this. Let's see, he's got 18, so he's going to split probably 9 to 1. 5 5 5 5 5 3.
there's a 3 on. The guy who just failed his roll.
It would be Balin.
Okay.
All right, so I'm testing sword as you call it. Okay, so 5. Fail.
Yeah.
Balin, or I guess Jim first. Fail. Oof. Fail. Fail.
Any of these would be good rolls
Okay.
with the full, you know?
All right, so the 4 of you are going to do your damage to him.
Not me.
True. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you roll 17. The 3 of you are doing damage. Yes, just the fucking 30 damage.
Jeez. Yeah, worth it.
The casual 20 damage. Lauren, roll your damage again for your brother.
Okay.
Still 12 damage after armor.
Ooh.
Yeah. So 12 damage, 2 damage, and 3 damage. The 12 damage is going to really hurt.
This is why we brought our own giant.
Yeah.
All right. You hit him, and he roars in his deep, bellowing bass voice. What is this? And yeah, and okay. He is not
Yield.
forced to make a
Will he
major
yield?
wound or unconscious. He could yield, yeah, for sure. And then 2 and 3 more.
I want
So
to
then
kill a king. Dead king's not
No.
worth as much as a live
25,
one.
32. He needs to make a horsemanship test. Isn't it if you take damage more? It's damage more than your dex. So. Oh, yep, he falls off his horse. Oh, that might be it.
I need to yell at him
That's-
to yield.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
Yes.
an additional point of damage. Yeah, you get the. All right. He is getting close to. Yep. Okay. He's gonna have to knock down at 25 points. Yeah. Okay. He's gonna have to yield.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so you bring it. All right. So then you all are going to literally manacle this guy and bring him back with you.
Yeah.
You've bested King.
Would dress his wound.
Yeah. You could certainly give him a first aid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a 10. I don't know if I'm the best one at it.
I think we all start at 10.
Okay,
Being a knight, you kind of have to learn a little bit of how to find wounds.
sure.
So you can roll once for each of his wounds. He has 3 wounds, and each success heals 1d3 damage. Don't fumble.
Yeah, fumble is not good. All right, well, okay. All right. Wounds.
They didn't suffer a major wound.
No, but it's still
But-
polite.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
No.
is if they go undressed, they could get infected.
So
I think,
he's-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So instead, he.
Oh God.
Of course, it's never
Gorthrin.
happened before. Maybe someone else should take a.
Yeah. Not not great.
Yeah, Aeswin's gonna step in.
There and crit and fix it. Yeah, you undo the last damage from
On both
from
thumbs.
Gorthrin, making it worse.
Yeah. Well, first thing you've got to do is you got to open up the wound to see what's going on in there.
There's some-
And you gotta
Did it go?
pack it with some healing dirt, some nice fresh dirt.
Get a live trout right in there.
They
Moistened
say
with
salt is
urine.
good for wounds, and they say salt of the earth, so you just take the earth and salt the wound with it.
Don't forget a leech or two. You put them on the outside, and
That was my best Gorthrin impression, by the way, that I do.
Yeah.
It was Oscar worthy. So yeah, no,
nice.
that's incredible. Yeah, after you get his horse, so one of you can keep his horse, but the rest of you get to submit this guy as a captive to Arthur. Who wants to be the ones to submit?
I mean, Gorthrin dealt a telling blow. He's going to insist that he be the one to submit.
yes.
And knock him from his horse.
Well,
I'm okay with that as long as I can stand with him. I mean, I still wounded him, even though it wasn't as
Certainly. Would
Grievous,
not deny
but-
you your deeds.
yes.
Aeswin is Gareth's daughter, so I'm going to roll trusting versus suspicious here because I happen to know that your orate is terrible and Aeswin's is not bad. So this is Aeswin being like, do I trust him not to fuck it up? Like, this is a king. Like, if it were just a knight, that's one thing, but like, we want to do this right. So let's do. Oh, so Aeswin has deep reservations, but ends up trusting Gorthrin. His blow. Okay, I'll let him take it away.
all right. Well, I think Balin is like, we couldn't have done it without you, you know. But also, listen, if you just put a really, really, really good word in with Arthur, you can see like, because this is like a movie.
We're going to exclude him.
Well, no. Well, here, let me get what I'm getting at, because he's not going to come out and directly tell you like what's going on with him, right? But like, Balin really needs a win, dude. Like,
Sure.
okay.
I think we know that. I think we were all at the feast.
Okay.
We saw it.
You don't even need an intrigue test, right? So
Yeah.
So I want to know whether or not you would be generous in this moment to maybe like talk up Balin and Balin, more than yourself, or not, or would you say fuck that and you take the glory?
I mean, like, he wasn't going to say like, well, he did it by himself, like,
Of
he's
course,
not going to
yeah.
lie.
Sure.
But I think, he's not going to be like, I unhorsed him.
Sure, but who's
Or-
standing in the middle of the headline picture, like,
Oh,
how-
Gorthrin is.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Gorthrin takes up all the headline picture.
Yeah, Gorthrin is. He's very, it's like, this was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, then there you go. Okay. Cool. Well, you all are getting a bunch of glory for capturing a king.
Excellent.
Each of you is getting 100. And not to
Very
mention, by the end of this year, though, each of you also be getting a bunch of Librum. But here's what happens. So we know that Nero, King Nero, his brother, is going to be super enraged after capturing, of his brother Royce. Because of this, that Arthur can choose sort of where they want to fight. The downside of this, though, is that you also know that you're going to have to fight King Lot too the same year.
Yeah.
But rather than start a battle tonight, I think we'll probably wrap it up here with the valiant capture of King Royce. All right.
That's a end on a high note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Who got the king's horse?
the story continues. And
We can
it's a
give
charger.
We can give that to Balin.
Okay, Balin. Yeah, Balin.
Balin can have the charger.
Yeah.
He's going to be riding around a lot, going on adventures, right? He'll
Yeah,
need a good
He's going to need
horse.
a Dodge
Mhm.
Charger. Lovely. Cool. Then,
Cool.
Nice.
all right.
Very
Then
cool.
we got a lot more 513 to get through, but that'll be for next time.
Nice.
Thanks, everybody. Want to do some shout outs?
Sure. I always like shout outs.
Yeah, Lauren. Tell us what's going on.
Hello, I'm Lauren Danger, and I like swords. Let's face it. I have a YouTube channel. You can find that at youtube.com/c/Lauren Danger Shaw. I talk about arms and armor. I talk about European martial arts. I show you how to use swords. We do some history of arms and armor. All sorts of good stuff I'll put together. And I'll probably even bring in some story time videos coming up as well. It's also my birthday week, so this is kind of like my first present.
Happy birthday week.
Ooh,
Happy birthday.
nice.
Yes. So there is that. I was excited that I got, I mean, the reason I get to play is because, our province is kind of locked down, but that's okay. I got a chance to come back, and that was awesome.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Happy for you to be back. Nice. All right.
Cool.
I don't have anything myself.
No problem.
I am Colin Falconet, Colin Mr. Cool Guy, one half of the Phantom Roll Booth. That's right. To the Phantom Roll Booth. I haven't plugged myself in a while. I am looking to restart that streaming kind of stuff. So keep an eye out. Maybe a website soon. We'll
Nice.
see.
All right. Hey, that's awesome. Jim, before I forget, the charger that you got, while it's not like super big or anything like that, it is a unique charger. Being owned by the king. So what this means is that if you ever wanted to sell its offspring, it's worth another 50% more.
Sweet.
I haven't determined. Can you roll a d30 for me?
Wait, were we not giving that horse to Balin? Balin, the brother?
Oh shit, were we? Yeah. Wait.
That's the
Yeah, that's the royal
Yeah, you
charger.
literally just said that. I was like, wait, Jim should get. I thought Jim was getting it because you were getting all the glory. My bad. Can you still roll a d30 for me? I want to know what it does.
Yeah. Well, it's like I got a charger, whatever it was last year. So maybe there's maybe that.
Yeah, I thought that's the charger you meant.
No, that's the consolation prize is the charger. The recognition.
Glory matters most.
Glory matters.
Can you roll? Wait, can you literally? Oh my god! Can you please roll a d4?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Enmity towards Saxons. Okay, awesome. Balin's got a
Saxon biter.
Saxon.
horse.
Balin's got a literal horse with a passion and hatred of Saxons.
Point it towards Phrygia, man.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay, cool.
Nice.
All right, everyone. Take care. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, and we'll see you all for more Pendragon next year. Or next week. Sorry. Bye.